I'm really happy to see you, all of you. This demo is kind of special because I'm going to report our first milestone of Kusama Treasury Grant, and I'm going to provide you with several updates regarding our roadmap. And yeah, today we have another philosophical or wise story about different life approaches. Today I'm going to tell you about changes and the power of changes. New Year is coming soon, and many of us have high hopes that 2023 will be at least marginally better than the dumpster fire that was 2022. I know we said the same thing about 2021. While turning the page on a calendar may seem like an arbitrary occasion to make life-changing decisions and goals, one can't overlook the power of symbolic prompts. So let's make the most of it and consider the new year as a chance to Shinki Iten. That's the Japanese idiom. And it means make a fresh start. Shinki Iten. Change is good, many people say. I want to change. I think most of us say we are lazy in general, and at the same time we are scared. Once you get used to one thing, it's hard to change the situation. It's also risky. Are we good enough? And why do we have to change it and most likely dramatically impact our environment and lifestyle? Change needs a lot of effort, strength, and encouragement. Yet we all come to a moment when we really need to change. Shinki Iten. Some situation push you to change direction completely. If you look at it from the other side, you can have a new start. You don't have a past and you only have a future ahead. Change isn't so bad, is it? Now you've learned one more pillar we rely on. Changes are not easy, definitely, but it's a good trigger of progress. And actually, it's really relevant to the current situation we are in. And stay fearless, guys. I'm happy to start our demo. So let's get started with our agenda. First of all, I'm going to provide you with the recent iOS and Android development status. Then I'm going to give you the brief overview of our first milestone scope of works, which we've completed recently. After that, I'm going to show you several new features. Also, I'm going to give you some updates regarding our next plans, and I'm going to give you our roadmap updates. And as usually, we will have our Q&A session. As you probably have noticed from our announcements, our iOS beta version is ready for testing, and we encourage you, all of you, to join this process and to give us any feedback you have. The main goal of this process of beta testing is to aggregate as much as possible information about the user experience you have in our recent iOS build. Another good news for the Sora community, and I'm really happy to announce that Sora tokens are available on our beta version, and definitely they will be available on our prod versions for Android and for iOS version. Our iOS team is really busy with the final preparations before the release. We faced the not connection stability issue, and we are working hard on the fix because, several users have already reported us about this bug or this problem of our application. So the issue relates to the node connection stability. So we are going to fix it very soon. For our Android team progress updates. So we've completed main screen QR code logic processing. Also, address book for the send flow has been finished, and pool management features have been finished as well. To sum up, we've completed almost all features of the first milestone, and now we are busy with the polishing and bug fixing and with release preparation. So Android team is going to spend the most of its time and resources on final preparation before the release. And now I'm ready to report our Android first milestone completeness. For the last 3 months, we were striving towards the main goal, it was and is to redesign the main wallet flows for the sake of scalability and the best user experience. And the issue on navigating over the tremendous variety seemed to be very tricky. The situation with performance improvements for Android was more positive in comparison with iOS version. So we've made less attempts to reach the same level of performance as iOS version has. Unfortunately, we had to skip high-load testing to save time and resources because all of the time our Android team was stepped back from the iOS team. But we are going to make them as a part of our regular technical debt cleaning issues. So definitely we will have this high-load testing because we find it very crucial for the future of the wallet as a part of Dotsama ecosystem, because we are going to support this variety of networks and assets. Regarding wallet main flows, we've redesigned and redeveloped and made the more convenient and user-friendly. The main flows like wallet management, network management, asset management. We've redesigned main screen, asset details, send flow, receive flow, and corresponding logic. All these flows have been put together in the best and most convenient way. Also, I would like to say a couple of extra words about the send flow itself. We've designed and developed the universal and scalable solution. A user doesn't need to move back and forth between send flow and asset list. Assets and networks are available on the send initial screen. If you are change your mind about transfer parameters, you can easily change them right on the initial screen of the send flow. And you can freely change your assets, but networks depend on them. The right order is to select an asset at first and then select a network. The next point I would like to mention is scam warning feature, which helps our users not to transfer their funds to scammers, because sometimes we can have some problems with the history of transactions and we can make a wrong transaction to the withdrawal address of the centralized exchange rather than sending to a deposit address. And that's the feature which allows you to understand if there is a risk of such transfer. The next point is address book for the send flow. It's a very widely used feature for many mobile applications. It's kind of contacts analog for the wallet. We find it really cool and really convenient because if you make transfers to centralized exchanges, to your friends or to your partners, it would be better to have convenient flow to store and use these addresses on a regular basis. The next point is main screen QR code processing logic, and it's very convenient feature. For now, only part of the logic has been finished, but I mean, in terms of the grant, 100% has been finished. But in general, we have other plans regarding the feature, but basically the feature allows users to quickly process QR code on the main screen of the wallet, transfer them directly to the send flow, and adjust its necessary parameters in passing. I'm gonna show you the flow in detail once again at the demo part. The rest of the feature is going to be finished as a part of the app signer integration. So the app logic will be able to process QR code to establish a DApp connection. Now we can proceed with nomination pool setup feature. I would like to mention once again that this set of feature, and that's a brand new feature on Kusama and Polkadot. And our wallet is the first mobile wallet which has this implementation in native way, because definitely several wallets can offer web views and something like that, but our wallet provide our users with the native integration of the feature. And we spent about 3 months to finish and complete this implementation. It has a lot of features, and I'm going to briefly point out of the main achievements. We've slightly redesigned the initial staking screen for the sake of this functionality. Also, we finished join a pool flow. If you just want to be a member of the pool, that's the feature for you. For regular staking flows, we have stake more or less, redeem, claim rewards features, and we've finished all of them. For risky guys who are into the management, pool management, staking management, to have this create a pool flow and pool management flows, which have been finished several days ago. We can switch to our demo itself, and yeah, that's the brief demo plan. So let's get started with the QR code functionality, and we can activate our QR code. Yeah, I have another smartphone, and yeah, we can see the next step, and it's very important to mention this step, because while we scan a QR code from the main screen, basically we don't have any information about the asset or network we are going to use for transfer. I've chosen this example with a special intention to show you the ultimate case, because we have several networks with the same address prefix. And that's the case because we can recognize the network from the address by its prefix. But the case may happen when we choose, for example, Western network, and there are about 7 other networks which have the same prefix, Western network. So decide which network we are going to use. And yeah, I'm going to use Western network. We can see our send flow initial screen, and now we can go further and make a transfer. And let's do that. Let's do that to show it once again. I can show the amount, and we can put continue. We can see preview screen and put confirm. Finally, the flow is over. The next flow I'm going to show you is our address book. And I should go to Karura asset and Karura network, because I have several transactions here, and it's much easier to show it from this point of view. So again, we should go to a send flow, and yeah, we have several options at the bottom of the screen. And they are QR code, and that's a regular case we've already used, I'm sure. And we have the paste option, which is also regular for transfer flow, and the history option, which is up to date. So what's the option about? As far as you can see on this screen, we have the list of addresses, and we fetch this list of addresses from the history of transactions. And you can use these addresses directly without adding to your address book like that, or you can use a special functionality we've developed to add the network, the address to the address book or to a contacts. We don't ask any access to your contacts book on your smartphone, so that's the totally local feature, and we use only local storage of the phone. So it's 100% safe, and we're not going to get together your contacts to send them spam and so on. So the next point we can use for our contact book is to add the contact to our address book. And yeah, we can come up with the name, for example, new contact, and we can create a contact. So as far as you can see, this contact is under the list of addresses, but it's also in the list of these addresses. And definitely we can use it for our send flow. So we can easily put it inside the send flow, and we can go further with the send flow. Also, I would like to mention that the address list is special or separate for each different network, because addresses are different and we use it for different networks. For example, I can show you another. For example, I can show you a star network. Sorry. A star network, a star token, send history. Yeah, and you can see there are different addresses. These addresses are different from the previous asset and network. That's all about these send flow features, and we can switch to nomination pool management staking. So we should go to the staking tab. And yeah, I've decided to show you the Polkadot test pool. Actually, we use the test local environment for Polkadot and Kusama. So, and you can see a lot of tokens here, but they are not real tokens. And we use these environments for testing. And we can go and manage this staking. So the next, we should use this ellipsis control, and we can see the overall information about the stake we have. So we have 5,000 unit, and the next step, if we would like to manage our stake, we have two options. The first option, we can choose different validators for our stake pool, for our pool, and we can change roles of the pool. And for that, we should go further. We should use this ellipsis control as well. And for validators, we should use nominations options. And for now, we just have two validators on our local network. And if we would like to change our validators, we should put change validators. And yeah, as usually, we have two options: select suggested or select by yourself. It doesn't make sense to show select suggested because there are only two of our validators, and I'm going to use select by yourself. Since we have two validators and we are going to change it somehow, for example, one validator doesn't generate enough rewards for us, and I'm going to remove it. I've removed it, and I can use choose button to confirm, and finally confirm the action. And that's all. That's all about changing validators, and we can check it out and to be sure that our validators have been changed. So yeah, as far as you can see, we have just one validator for now. And the next pool management opportunity is to change roles. I've already mentioned pool roles probably twice, but I would like to tell probably about one role today because it's quite important, and we are going to change it. As far as you can see from the pool information, we have 4 roles, but all of them belong to the one account. And that's quite good because yeah, for our regular staking, we used to using one account for stash and for controller account, and I think many people can do the same, but for just in case, we can decide to split our responsibility about pool management and to delegate nominator role to another person, to our partner or to our other friend. And nominator is responsible for selecting the validators for the pool. So it seems like it's responsible for the action I've already made. And to change it, we can choose another option, pull options, edit, and here we are. We can change the nominator role to another account. So I have 4 accounts here, and I can change to any of them. For example, to inject account. To complete the action, I should put continue and confirm. So finally, the action has been completed. To make sure that everything went well, I can go to pull information, and yeah, we can see that the nominator has been changed. Yeah, I think that's all about the demo. So actually, I wanted to show you the changing nominators, changing validators on the another account, but right before the demo, so this functionality stopped working properly, and I've decided to show you the straightforward view, a straightforward flow. But yeah, please be sure that everything will work at the production ready build. We are going to track, aggregate, and process all possible feedback which our community will give us. So I would like to encourage you once again to join our beta testing and to give us your feedback, your emotions, your impressions about the new version. Yeah, we are going to focus on final corrections and prepare the production release. And it seems quite feasible to have the release in the data range from November 25th to November 30th. So I would like to publish the build as soon as possible, but on the other hand, we're really keen on making the build as better as possible. The next point is about our Android team next steps. There are several features left, and they are mostly about warnings, error processing, skeletons, loaders, and other necessary refinements to make our user interface and user experience as smooth as possible. And also our Android team is going to focus on final preparations before the release on Google Play Market. But the release data range is a bit later, and we are going to prepare it and to publish it at the first days of December. And finally, several words about roadmap update. I'm sure the most of you aware about the results of the referendum regarding our web browser extension and desktop application. Unfortunately, we didn't get a grant for the development. And we've decided to focus on the deliverables, which is very useful for the Sora community we really love. And yeah, we are going to focus on Polka swaps. And actually, there are many features we promised to deliver many times, but we had to postpone these deliveries because we were quite busy with Kusama grant deliverables. But now we are more flexible, and we've decided to take a pause in Kusama treasury deliverables, and we are focused on Sora network deliverables. So the first point is Polka swaps. The second one is a gripping and very amazing feature and functionality, and that's the Sora card. We've already announced that many times. And also we are going to start the survey for the Sora community, and we are going to request the ratings of the features we offer to the Sora community. We will process the result of the survey, And finally, we will decide the other features regarding the Sora network and Sora integrations. Going further and talking about other integrations on other ecosystems, we've decided to start EVM-based network support research. It means that we are going to find out and to research how we can implement multi-chain support for our wallet. We are going to research other networks, not just EVM networks beyond the Dotsama ecosystem. Definitely, we are going to research new networks, new assets, and new functionality. And we can proceed with our Q&A session. Crypto wallets are becoming trendy nowadays. Are you planning to develop and implement some kind of payment system into Fearless Wallet? Or maybe some other kind of feature that will make Fearless Wallet stand out from other crypto wallets? So I'm sure I've already mentioned it's going to be a special application where you can manage your card, and card is going to be connected to the IBAN account, European account. So Sora card integration is going to be this outstanding feature. If your dev team would discover a vulnerability in a competitor's product, also wallet, for example, what would your team do in this case? That's a good question, because I think we are working in the open source space and it's a responsible approach to report this or to help this team to fix this vulnerability. Okay, the next question. Could you share your opinion on the current market situation? What's the mood of the rest of the Fearless team? Oh, it's not the easy question, guys. So I would state only one thing: stay fearless, because definitely market is not that good. Stay fearless, hodl, and so on. I guess that's the best way, or probably buy more tokens, because I think the prices are really interesting now. Will there be Polka swap option in Fearless browser extension? That's the question of survey, because there are two questions in the survey for the Sora community, and the first one is about the ranking of the features for the mobile client. The next one is about the ranking features for the desktop and browser extension. And as an option, definitely it has the Polka swap integration. So if you would like to take part in the survey, please go and vote. So finally, I would encourage you to join our communities, to subscribe to our social media, to follow our updates on Telegram, on Twitter, and we are going to have a very interesting winter quest for our users. So I encourage to join this winter quest, and you can win prizes, gifts, and so on. So thank you very much for this demo, for your time, for your attention, and stay fearless, and looking forward to meeting you on the internet, because we are going to have AMAs, we are going to have demos, special demos, and please follow us on social media and welcome to our events. See you soon. Thank you.